Good morning, Live Oak Church. We're in Proverbs 9 this morning, and they're all good, but this is a really good one. This is the chapter where we get the verse, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. In fact, that's verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. So that proverb by itself would make this a great chapter. That the beginning of wisdom is understanding who the Lord is, understanding who I am, and fear, respect, awe of God, and not considering myself equal with God. But what I want to focus on is the section before he talks about that. As good as that is, I think there's some really practical knowledge for us in our everyday living so that we can be wise and I'm trusting if you're watching these, the Lord is already working in you that fear and awe and just respect of the Lord. So he says there in verse 7, whoever corrects a mocker invites insult. Whoever rebukes a wicked man incurs abuse. Do not rebuke a mocker or he will hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. Instruct a wise man, and he will be wiser still. Teach a righteous man, and he will add to his learning. So he says, he's talking about us sharing our wisdom, and he's going, if you instruct or rebuke a wise man or a mocker, you are inviting insult. I love that. Whoever corrects a mocker invites insult. So you can't be surprised if a mocker insults you after you've tried to help correct him. And then he says, if you rebuke a wicked man, you incur abuse. It's going to make him angry. He's going to abuse you back. So that is wisdom for us as we watch how people react. Now, there's some questions we need to ask. First, we need to ask, is some of their reaction because of the way I corrected them, or the way that I rebuked them, or the way that I tried to give instruction? And sometimes we invite that kind of abuse or insult because of the way we do it. We don't do it out of love. We don't do it with reasonableness. We don't do it with thoughtfulness. We do it attacking, and we put people on the defensive. But that's not what he's talking about here. What he's talking about is no matter how you do it, they're going to be offended by the fact that you would dare try to help them. But a wise man sees wisdom, and he appreciates wisdom. So he hears it, and he is thankful for it. He grows wiser still. What you said is wise. Even if you didn't say it well, what you said is wise. I appreciate that. But the other question we need to ask with that, so the first one is that we ask, how am I coming across? And and then the second would be, how is the person responding? And then the third would be, that's the way I should have put it. The third would be, how am I responding? When I am corrected, when someone points out to me something that is helpful or that I need, though I may not like it. So if someone needs to rebuke me, as he says here, or if someone needs to correct me, as he says here, how do I respond? Do I respond like a mocker? Do I respond with insults back? Do I respond like a wicked man? I'm going to abuse you. That could even be a passive aggressive thing, particularly if it's with our spouse. So you're going to correct me, so I'm going to be passive aggressive back. Those are the signs of a mocker and a wicked person. And we don't want to be either one of those. We want to be wise. How does the wise man respond? You instruct a wise man, and he will love you. You instruct a wise man, and he will become wiser still. We want to be people who are teachable, who receive instruction. We search for the wisdom there. We're listening for it, and we respond not with insult, not with abuse, but when we see wisdom, we're honest enough and humble enough to go, that's wisdom. I needed to hear that. Thank you. I'm wiser now. And appreciate the person who's helped us grow in wisdom. Even though I may not like what they've said, I need to love wisdom enough and love the Lord enough to go, I want to be teachable so I can grab hold of those nuggets. I think this is most true in our families. And so let me ask you, are you teachable? Are you striving to be teachable? Are you striving to be wise? Or are you acting in the way of the mocker and the wicked man and responding with insults and abuse? Well, then don't do that. Repent and be a wise person.